Notice the difference in these two women. The first one, she's being really polite. She's the nice girl, letting all these cars go ahead of herself. She doesn't know how to insert herself. She's saying sorry for everything. Here comes the second woman, confident, crosses the street, no problem. Look at the energy she's putting off, the way she carries herself. The first woman goes after her. She's inspired by her. She wants to get closer to her and see what she has going on. How is she carrying herself in this way? And the second confident woman, here she is just delighting in life, going to buy herself some flowers, breathing in the beautiful smells.
When I was in middle school, I thought I was a fat that didn't deserve love because everyone in my class hated my guts for being dark-skinned and having natural hair and existing. And that really got in the way of starting my YouTube channel because I was taught to hate my own reflection, which left it all up to me to learn how to love it. It took me years to love myself. And through me loving myself, it led to me believing that I deserve the life that I love too. You need to believe in yourself first and foremost with anything that you want in life. If you want something and you deep down don't believe that you're deserving of it or are capable of having said things that you're desiring, then you might as well just drop it now. Because it takes unshakable belief in yourself to create a new reality for yourself. Yeah, that will forever creep in. Imposter syndrome creeps in. Procrastination. Oh, you best believe that sure as hell will creep into. I hate to admit. Haters and naysayers will try to ram their limiting beliefs up your... And no matter what, I need you to believe you can have what you want. Belief is one of the 8 things a part of my pyramid to attraction because if you don't believe you're attractive or can be attractive, you can be the hottest person in the room and that wouldn't make a difference. You could be the best looking person in the room and it won't matter. You need to pair it with confidence. So let's get into how.
The power of belief. Have you ever wondered why you think the way you think, why you believe what you believe in, and why things are not working out the way you think they should be working out? Perhaps it may be because of what you believe or what you don't believe in. You see, when what you believe in no longer works for you, it doesn't matter how great it sounds, it is time for you to get rid of it and acquire a new belief system. Because everything, every success, whether in your marriage, lack of marriage, your business, relationship, everything stems from your belief system. Your belief system is the foundation of it all. The power of belief, it is one of the powers that if you are able to clean it up and put it together, I don't care what the challenge is, I don't care what the difficulty is, your belief system will be your go-to place. And if you realize this, you've actually discovered the power of belief. Period.
You can always be prettier and you can always improve on how you look. Me 2 years ago, I considered myself to be pretty, but I hadn't reached my full potential. So I started looking at ways that I could improve. My first goal was going to the gym because I wasn't happy with how my legs looked and I wanted a bigger butt. So I started going to the gym. I toned my legs, I toned my butt, and now I'm happy with where my body is. I feel very comfortable with myself. But then I still had the issue of acne. I had been dealing with acne since high school, so that made it 7 years. And I started going to the dermatologist, and within a year, my skin cleared up. I still have small acne breakouts here and there, but it's nothing compared to how my skin used to look. My skin is so much healthier. So then I was like, okay, my skin is clear. How can I keep this going? I started looking into creams, serums. I do my face masks. I take care of my skin, my body. So then I was like, okay, my skin, my body. What else? My hair. I wanted to grow out my hair because I had it very short. I had it like up to here, which I really liked at the time, but I just wanted the longer hair. So I grew out my hair and it's very healthy. It's very long and I feel very happy with my hair, my body, my face. But I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to see what else I can do to be even more beautiful and attractive. So I've been watching videos on how to communicate better, how to present yourself, how to walk, how to talk better. And yeah, the point is never sell yourself short. Never stop and always be improving yourself on your looks, your knowledge, your characteristics, your personality. Never stop improving yourself because there's always more and the road to self-improvement is never ending.
Okay, so I saw this one TikTok about a girl. She was talking about how she basically like bagged this one guy that's like in the league or something, and she knows she's a pretty girl, but she's just like, dang, like there's girls that are prettier than me, so like I feel insecure. Okay, crazy. I have to speak on this because, you know, I've had my times where I was just like, oh my gosh, like there has to be someone pretty. You can't focus on that. You literally cannot focus on any of that. There's so many beautiful, genuine, amazing individuals in this world. And at the end of the day, you're going to find your person. You're going to find your person. But the biggest piece of advice I can give you if you're in a relationship with someone, whether he's in the league, whatever he's doing, is to focus on yourself. Focus on being the best version of you. When you focus on being the best version of you, he's going to think, wow, like she's so amazing. Everybody has options. Understand that. Everybody has options. In this generation that we live in, options are literally at your front doorstep. Even the people that you think don't have options have options. But you can't think about that. You can't think about that. You got to think, okay, I'm me. I'm funny. I'm goofy. I do this. I do that. I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to show who I am. I'm going to show my 100% authentic self. If he doesn't like it, then so freaking be it. You bagged him, you can bag anybody else. And actually, he bagged you. He actually got to bag you. So don't compare yourself to, oh my gosh, the girls on Instagram, like they're so much better than me. Oh my God, they're so much cute. You don't know. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know what their personality is like. And that's not to speak down on them, but you do not know. All you know is about you. And if he ups and says, I want to be with them, then that's on him. That was not your Prince Charming. Your Prince Charming is going to come. Trust and believe that. Please. So don't ever make yourself feel insecure because, oh my God, there's someone better. There's someone cuter. There's someone with a better body than me. At that point, if you keep focusing on that, you're never going to love yourself. You're never going to love yourself because you're always going to be looking at who's the hottest out. You're beautiful and so are they. If that is your guy and that's who you're supposed to be with, then that's who you're supposed to be with. If he's not the one for you, then in due time, you're going to find out. And you're going to find the one that makes you feel like you are the most beautiful girl in the world.
The law of belief has a great cultural heritage. It's the foundation of virtually all religions and all philosophies. And it basically says this, is whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. If you strongly believe it, your mind actually sorts out and creates almost a strainer effect, and you see the world through what is called a screen of beliefs. You do not see the world as it is, as the writer Anais Nin once said, you see the world as you are. And you actually deliberately ignore things that are inconsistent with your beliefs. And you only see things that are consistent with your beliefs. So therefore, the law of belief is very powerful. Now here's the great tragedy, is some people have beliefs, and we don't need to go into geopolitics, but some people have beliefs that are, first of all, not based on reality.
Having been diagnosed with fatal kidney disease. One kidney was totally destroyed with nephritis, the other kidney was 50% destroyed and active nephritis. And in 1967, this is a death sentence. We don't have dialysis, we don't have transplants. And every medical physician, doctor, specialist, surgeon all said the same thing. The best we can do is maybe give you 6 months. My belief system at that time was this was happening to me. I was being punished for being a bad girl. And I was being punished. Well, the night before the surgery, a woman walked in my room about 10 o'clock at night who identified herself as a chaplain offering prayer for people who were going to have surgeries the next day. Did I want prayer? And I'm thinking, you know, well, the God of my upbringing probably needed to have some anger management classes. But it's the only God I knew at the time. And I said, well, maybe. And she pulled her chair next to my bed. She didn't do anything that looked like prayer. She talked to me. And she asked me to tell her what had been going on in my life the last year or two, which I did. And when I was finished, she said, Mary, everything's created twice. What do you mean? She said, you know this. In fact, everybody knows it. Almost nobody knows the power of knowing this. She said, the bed you're laying on, the nightgown you're wearing, the sheet covering you, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, all the machinery you're hooked up to first had to be a thought before it could be a thing. You know this. And then she said, I hear how much you love your little boy, but I also hear how much you've been hating yourself. You feel like you shamed yourself. You shamed your school. You shamed your family. And now that you're thinking how everything's created twice, could you consider that there could be a correlation? Because notice this, Mary. If you think embarrassing thoughts, your cheeks get red. If you think scary enough thoughts, your heart beats faster. It doesn't mean anything scary is going on. It doesn't even mean anything embarrassing is going on. It means you think those thoughts and your body responds. Could it be that if you think enough toxic thoughts about yourself, there could be a correlative, a toxicity that goes on in your body that actually could threaten your life? Well, this was so beyond anything that I had any framework for at that point. And then she said, could you believe it's possible that we could do a prayer or say words and this could completely be eliminated from you? And in fact, when they come to get you for surgery in the morning, they say, get up, go home, you're fine. Could you believe that? And I told her the truth. No, I didn't believe that was going to happen for me. There was not one part of me that believed. I was way more belief in my pain at that point. And said, all right, if you can't believe this, now remember, there's an infinite number of possibilities. There has to be one where instead of we do this prayer, we pull all the genesis of this dis-ease that's going on in you and put it in the kidney that's going to get removed. And when it's removed, instead of you getting worse, you actually get better. Could you believe that's possible? I didn't know if it was possible, but I could tell she believed it was possible. And I believe it was the first time I ever chose to believe on the frequency of someone else's belief who was operating at a higher domain. And I said, maybe it's possible. She said, all right, let's work with that. One idea. She says, one part of you open to the idea, let's work with that. She said some words. She gave me a prescriptive for how to use my thinking and my emotion, and then she left. And they did the surgery. And about a week or two later, my numbers were stable. Enough that they said, you might have a little bit more time, we're going to let you go home. I went home to my parents' house in an ambulance where my son and my husband were staying. And subtly, over time, my numbers not only stabilized, but improved. And 4 or 5 months later, I'm sitting in a doctor's office with the surgeon and the specialist and my regular GP, and they're scratching their heads saying, we have no science for why your one kidney is not only getting worse, it seems to be functioning as a perfectly whole, fine kidney, and we don't have any science for this. We're going to put medical anomaly on your chart. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it.
The healing of a 3-inch diameter bladder cancer inside the body of a woman who, by Western medical standards, had been diagnosed inoperable. On the right-hand side of the screen, we are able to watch real time as 3 practitioners stand behind her, working with the energy in her body and with the feelings in their bodies. And what they do is they begin to chant a word that to them they've agreed upon, that reinforces the feeling within them that she's already healed. The chant essentially says already healed, already done, as it disappears in less than 3 minutes real time. It's not like time lapse on a documentary where you see a rose unfold in 30 seconds in something that normally takes days. This literally happens in less than 3 minutes. They were not seeing her as a woman who was sick, and they weren't saying, bad cancer, you've got to go away.
That's like natural, that can cure the same things that...
Hell yeah.
Our mind can. You don't even need an herb. But of course, Mother Earth can, heal
Explain
up.
this, we want to know.
But okay, so we only utilize, what, 5% of our brain?
Yep.
Okay, so just imagine if you can tap into other parts of the brain, what you could do. It's limitless.
And that's what root workers do.
Period. My meditative state is top tier. And
So,
no one can
and
deny
if you
that.
want to go archaic with it, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So what a man speaketh, so be it. So if you have cancer and you say, no, I don't, you find, you go in for a cancer screening, and the next time you come in, you don't got no cancer, but you have to believe that. The power of belief is the ultimate say-so with your body, your mind, and your spirit.
That is so
If you want to become a hotter, funnier, more confident, more successful version of yourself, then you need to do this. Hi, my name is 𝐓𝐤. I'm a Harvard student who's studying psychology, and this is a little trick I like to call the stimulus switch. The main problem that we go through when we try to transform ourselves is that we're too habituated with our normal environment. We are constantly reinforced with the same image of how we look, the same environment where we reside. The question is, how do we expect ourselves to change if we're constantly being reinforced by the same things? This is where the stimulus switch comes in. Stimulus switch is a very, very simple change that you make to your environment. It could be for the reflection that you see in the mirror. It could be putting on red lipstick. It could be as simple as wearing a new perfume or cologne to trigger your scent. The point is, you're trying to throw some variety. You're trying to trigger your brain to think differently by throwing in a new variable. Wear the same sweatpants every day. If you don't really comb your hair, you don't do your skincare, you don't add a little thing, you don't put on a little perfume, you don't make yourself feel differently about yourself, you're going to keep reinforcing the same habits and behaviors.
Every single pretty girl watching this, I want you to know and realize that realizing that you're pretty and beautiful and that you feel pretty and beautiful isn't a crime. Society, if you're a pretty girl and insecure, there's an issue. And if you're a pretty girl and overly confident, it's an issue as well. There's no in between, there's no middle ground. It's just constant scrutiny. It's either you need to be humbled or you're fishing for compliments. If you are a woman and every time you walk past a mirror, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so beautiful, I'm pretty, I love myself. I want you to feel completely free and open to acknowledge that in the world around you and to embrace that feeling, express that feeling. It should not be a crime to say, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I love myself. It should not be a crime to say that. We talk about pretty girls all the time around here, but this specific topic of conversation of acknowledging that you're pretty out loud came to my attention specifically from a TikTok I saw of a girl. It's super viral. It's of a girl saying pretty girls get cheated on all the time. I mean, look at me, and I got cheated on. People were going crazy. People were like, where's your humbleness? Oh my goodness, you overhype yourself. You need to be humbled. Their favorite phrase, you need to be humbled. And this comes from both sides, both men and women. I just wanted to come on here and encourage you that if you feel beautiful, if you feel like you are a beautiful girl, you are, first off, and second off, you should be free to express that. Now, you don't need to put your worth in this. You should not put your worth in your looks and in your beauty. That is not where your worth lies. There are so many more important things about life and about being a human being, especially about being a woman, that have nothing to do with looks. And if you're a woman, you know. But when did this expressing or being like, yes, I'm beautiful, or acknowledging that you're beautiful become a bad thing? Because even in the Bible, I can recall women that knew that they were beautiful and expressed that and were proud of that and were fully in their femininity because of that, because they knew they were beautiful. So why can't we do the same? Why is society trying to like change our brains into being like, yeah, you are, but don't say it. Don't say it. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Stay pretty.
And you happen to be good looking, oh baby, they finna hate you. They are.
I'd like to add to the list. This guy was talking about how you can have a good job, you know, have a good head on your shoulders, and be pretty, and people are going to hate you. But let me add something else. If you add confident on top of that, oh my God, it's over. People hate people who know that they are that girl, who are that big. Why? Look at, even she's like, why? And this is why confidence is, and this is why confidence is so important, and it's a superpower. You heard her. Because even as you age, even if you lose your job, if you lose your house, you lose your boyfriend, you can still have your confidence and your dignity. They can't take that away from you. Someone can punch you in the face and mess up your jaw forever, but they can't take away who you are, your confidence. And that's why it pisses people off to see confident girls, especially confident black girls.
I have reserved self-love for ugly people because God forbid an actual attractive person.
This is so true. I've seen plenty of women that don't look too pleasing to the eyes, don't know how to dress. I even seen some women that put their body in outfits that be 2 sizes too small. They friends know they be looking a mess, but they friends be in the background screaming, yes, you are a queen, a warrior, a goddess. Embrace your beauty. And they know damn well they friend look a hot ass mess. But let a chick pop up that actually look cute, people will try to humble her. Who she thinks she is. I can't stand that bitch. She thinks she the She only trying to look cute for a man. Always wearing makeup and posting pictures of herself. She thinks she's a celebrity. I can't stand that hoe. Nah, sis, what happened to embracing your beauty? Oh, I forgot. That don't apply to cute girls.
This may be controversial, but when you are physically attractive, when you got it like that, people will go out of their way to invalidate your beauty. You don't believe me? People love to make sure that's your real hair before they actually tell you how good it looks, if they tell you at all. And why do you think whenever we find a beautiful woman, our first question is whether or not she's had work done or whether or not she's wearing makeup? I do not support promoting unrealistic beauty standards, and I also don't think anyone should have to feel bad for enhancing their beauty the way that they see fit. And it's funny because people will try to shame you for investing time, energy, and money into your appearance as if we do not live in a society where 1, beauty is currency, and 2, pretty privilege is a thing. It's systemic, which means looks will literally always matter. So don't be fooled. You have to be comfortable and confident in the way you look first and foremost. And at the end of the day, a lot of these hoes are mad because they can't, won't, or don't know how to play the game.
I'm gonna let you guys onto something that completely changed my life when it came to confidence, okay? Now I'm unstoppable. I am just living. Something that goes into your brain, and once it's in there, It just changes everything, okay? So sit down, lay back. Everybody has different beauty standards and a different definition of perfection and beauty. All that simply means is that whatever is perfect for me is not perfect for you, and whatever is beautiful to me doesn't have to be beautiful for you. If I find this beautiful and you find it ugly, does it get ugly? No, I don't think so. It just exists, and some people just look at it differently, okay? What I love about this way of thinking is that you stop making things so personal to you. Somebody doesn't like you because they just don't. It doesn't change who you are. It doesn't dim your light. It's just somebody seeing life with different lenses, and it has nothing to do with you. Understanding this also makes you shine with your own light, because then you are going to understand that whoever is meant to see your light will see it, and whoever is not meant to see your light will literally just not find you interesting, or it doesn't matter. They're just not meant to be there. I feel like whoever is meant to be in your life will be somehow attracted to your energy and to your light. So if they can't see it, and they're just simply not meant to be in your life, right? It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not personal. So that was the understanding that changed my life. Once it clicks in, it clicks in. Literally can be the most disgusting thing somebody sees. Somebody might open their eyes and they throw up. For somebody else, you might be their ideal type, literally definition of perfection. And that brings me to my last point. What you think of yourself is the most important thing in the world, because that is the energy that's gonna get you going to get whatever you want in life. Make sure that you work that up here in your mind. That's the most important opinion that you'll come across in your life. Bye. Bye.
Prayer works, but not the way that you're praying. If I take you and connect a cap to your head with electrodes on it and connect that cap to a computer to read your brain waves, an EEG, I can read an EEG on your brain and see how your waves are functioning. I can tell you if you're in a low frequency state or a high frequency state based off of your brain waves. If you're in an emotion of fear, doubt, anguish, begging, which is praying. The typical person begs when they pray. That's low frequency. Now, if I take you with that same exact technology and connect it to a computer and to read your brain waves, and I have you in a position of upright power, understanding, commanding, unconditional love, happiness. Now it's going to be high frequency waves going to the computer. The universe reads waves, low frequency and high frequency. It knows low and high. And guess what? It's going to give you back whatever you give it. You're running around here begging and pleading and hoping and wishing and scrapping around. You're going to get the same kind of garbage back in your life. Until you stand up and draw a line in the sand and command your existence, command your potential, command who you are, command your outcomes to happen, you're going to be suffering. The reason why I command my realities is because I know the power is inside of me, right? Because the same power of the Creator is inside of my body. Please help me make sure I get there right on time and I arrive safely. No, that's a slave's mentality. I'm not a slave. I got the power of the Creator flowing through every atom in my body. So that I have a fractal of that power in me. I'm going to command things into reality with confidence. Walk in your true power.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to manifest their desires so effortlessly? You might be surprised to learn that one common stumbling block for many is the language they use in their prayers or affirmations. The universe doesn't understand the concept of a future. It's eternally grounded in the present. So when you say something like, "Today will be a fantastic day," you're essentially postponing your joy indefinitely. The universe hears this and thinks you're asking for a fantastic day in some elusive future, a time that never really arrives. So instead, why not tell yourself, today is a fantastic day, even if your current reality is far from ideal. Declaring the present in affirmative terms aligns your vibrations with your desires. Your words shape your world, so be mindful of your choice of language. It's like a sacred dialogue between you and the cosmos. It's crucial to stay rooted in the present tense. Your everyday thoughts and your emotions are like continuous prayers, sending out to the universe. And when you broadcast in the right frequency, in the right tense, the universe can't help but listen. Are you guilty of repeatedly checking if your wishes have come true only to feel frustrated when they haven't? You're not alone. Impatience is another stumbling block we face when we're trying to manifest our dreams. We've all been there, asking for something and then obsessively checking to see if it's arrived. When it doesn't materialize instantaneously, doubt and frustration seep in. Understand this: the universe has its own perfect timing. It's not about us dictating when something should appear in our lives. It's about divine synchronicity. So why do some of your affirmations seem to fall on deaf cosmic ears? Often, it's because you're not only asking in the future tense, but you're also sitting back passively waiting for your wish to drop into your lap. That's not how the universe or God operates. Understand that the moment you conceive a desire, it's already created in the quantum realm. It's there, waiting for you to align with it vibrationally. Our universe is a world of resonance, like a track slate. If your vibrational frequency wavers, filled with doubt or impatience, then that wish of yours finds it difficult to manifest. To bring it into your reality, you must remain committed in your conviction that it's already yours. You need to trust in the divine timing and know that what's yours will find its way to you. Another frequent oversight is spiritual alignment. You see, you could chant affirmations until the cows come home, or fill vision boards with endless pictures of your dream life. But if you're not spiritually aligned with your desires, they may never come to fruition. Think of spiritual alignment as tuning a radio to your favorite station. Have you ever tried to listen to a broadcast, but the radio was set to the wrong frequency? It's just static and noise, right? Spiritual alignment works in the same way. Often, that alignment involves letting go of lower vibrational energies, fear, doubt, jealousy that clutter your spiritual channel. Only when you're resonating at a higher frequency can you truly interact with the universe in a meaningful way. That's when the magic happens. And those affirmations and vision boards become potent tools, not just wishful thinking. So, you've created a vision board and recited daily affirmations. What next? Well, dear souls, remember that manifestation is not a one-way street. It's a divine dance. When was the last time you danced solo and called it a partnership? Some assume it's like ordering from a cosmic catalog, expecting the universe to drop their desires at the doorstep with no further participation on their part. That's where the misunderstanding lies. You see, the universe is not a vending machine. It's more like a partner in a dance. It expects reciprocity, a give and take of energies. You put out a request, and the universe may send you an opportunity, a chance meeting, or even a challenging situation to test your mettle and prepare you for your desires. Your actions, decisions, and yes, your continued focus and positive affirmations keep the dance going. The universe is not interested in one-hit wonders. It seeks a long-term relationship built on mutual respect and energy exchange.
There's a reason why my motto is believe, build, and achieve. You need to first believe that you can do it, so you can take that unshakable faith, use it towards taking consistent action to then achieve what you want. I'm gonna link all my videos helping with belief. That'll help you to start removing those limiting beliefs. And it's not something that happens in the snap of a finger. Sometimes it can take years. But it's worth starting that journey, because what else are you gonna do? You're gonna sit around and let these limiting beliefs limit you from your best life? From having all the things that you want in life? You're gonna let other people's limiting beliefs stop you from what you're capable of doing? From making your life happier? I know you're not subscribed to this channel because I will be a constant reminder on how that's not what we're about to do. I'll also leave my application below for a one-on-one life coaching session if you feel like you need help with removing your limiting beliefs and creating new beliefs to help pave the path for the life that you want. And I'll see you in the next video.
Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it, even if you don't believe. Play the game of belief. Act as if you believe. That is power. That is sheer power. And it will happen, believe you me. From an old fool like me. It's worked in my life, it will work in yours. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe. I don't care if you're atheist or agnostic or anything. Believe, believe, believe.